How's it going, gang? It's a final render here, and about a week and a half or so ago on the channel we uploaded a video called Fallout 76, What PvP is Not, Probably, where we looked at some of the interviews, videos and articles about Fallout 76 to try to work out what the PvP mechanics would be like, the player versus player combat, and we really wanted to find out how the overall system would work, because we've been told a lot of information about what the PvP mode is not like, but we weren't actually given much information about what it is, and we still had quite a few questions after that video. One of the questions we had was, if I die in PvP, what actually happens to me as a punishment? We already know that you can't go ahead and loot people's bodies in Fallout 76. You can't go ahead and loot players' bodies and take their equipment, so you don't lose your guns, you don't lose your armor if you are killed by another player. But it seems like the only real punishment is that you have to go ahead and reload and respawn. And this actually really changes up the PvP in quite a cool way that I was not expecting. This is all from an interview which The Guardian did with Todd Howard. I first found this article from the YouTuber Open World Games and Beyond. Go check out that channel. It's a cool channel with lots of trailer analysis and news videos on lots of games, not just 76. And in this article from The Guardian, they asked Todd Howard, wouldn't it just be like Rust or DayZ, when someone can run up to you and kill you, take your guns, take all of your stuff, and then leave you back at square one? To which Todd Howard replied, no, that's not fun. Well, it's fun for whoever killed you, but not for you. Death is already bad enough in a game, because you're losing time, and we didn't feel the need to add any further penalty. We wanted to make sure you don't lose your progression. So, this is good, and it's also bad. The reasons it's good is because you don't lose all of your stuff, basically. Some people are still not happy about the fact that the game is online because they are worried about losing progression. But what this kind of confirms is that you don't lose anything at all when you go ahead and lose in PvP. Some people were kind of speculating, maybe you lose a bit of XP if you were killed by another player, or maybe you lose a small amount of caps, or maybe your maximum health goes down just a tiny bit or something. People had all these ideas about what would happen to the loser of a PvP battle. But it turns out, you don't lose anything at all. If you're killed in PvP, it's no real problem at all. So you can go ahead and try to shoot each other as much as you want, because if you die, it's not a problem. But this does also pose the question, if there's no real risk besides just waiting for a new loading screen to go ahead and respawn, what's even the point of PvP at all? In fact, what's even the point in having the game online if we can't go ahead and get tangible battles which actually have a risk if we only just lose time? But something I've kind of realised is that this just basically means here we have an online game that actually mimics single player. Do you realise that? What this basically means is that every enemy you fight who is a human will be the most advanced human combatant in a Fallout game that you've ever played, because obviously they've always been AI, but now it's an actual human player. So when you have a battle, it's going to be a real tough battle, and it's going to be much more realistic combat. But again, for the person who wants to go ahead and loot stuff, what is the point? Well, again, there doesn't really seem to be one other than losing time. You need to save yourself so you don't lose time. And I actually want to go ahead and post some theories to you guys about what could be done with the PvP systems in order to go ahead and make it a bit more worthwhile. Because, you know, I'm like you guys. Sometimes I don't want to bother with PvP. Sometimes I just want to have a nice, fun, relaxing adventure and just do whatever I want without being bothered by other people. Other times, though, I definitely enjoy going ahead and having a really tough battle with high stakes. I call it the Counter-Strike syndrome, where I play it for about 2 weeks and then I don't touch it again for a few months. But some of the ideas and theories we came up with that I think would be really good if they were implemented in 76. And I know there are staff at Bethesda who watch these videos, so please, if any of you do see this video, please consider some of these ideas for when the beta comes out. We had the idea on the live streams that we do, that what if, once you go ahead and engage someone in PvP and somebody dies, you get the revenge system going into play. We already know this is a thing in the game. If someone kills you, you can then opt into a one-on-one battle with that person, you know, kind of try again, so to speak, exactly the same as GTA 5 Online. But what if that happens, if you both agreed to fight each other in this revenge mechanic, that's when stuff can be on the line. That's when you can go ahead and put some actual risks in there. And again, we know that Bethesda don't want to make people lose their progression. We know this, we understand that, we appreciate that. But you still need some kind of reward, don't you? So what we came up with was a revenge system. Whoever wins gets a legendary drop that is an equivalent of the level separation between the two players. In other words, if I'm like a level 5 and I kill a maximum level player, I should get a legendary gun or a legendary armor that is super good. Super good, super powerful, super useful, will really help me out as a maximum reward for going ahead and taking out this really tough player. And also the same way the other way around. If it's someone really tough, just wants to go ahead and beat up on some of the newer people, then, you know, their punishment, should so to speak, would be they get a really rubbish like bit of armor that makes you sneeze 3% quieter or something like that when you're in sneak mode. You know, something a bit more useless like that. But these legendary items wouldn't be something that the players already own. Does that make sense? It would be a random drop purely in that one instance. So whoever wins the battle could go ahead and get that. Let me know what you think about that idea, and as I said, I know there are people at Bethesda who see these videos, so please take that idea, because I love that idea. Again, it would only be if you decided to engage in the revenge system, and I think that would be a really good way to go ahead and do it. In fact, just have any stakes during the revenge system. Maybe you could put up caps or something, saying, okay, let's have a revenge battle. I put up 100 caps. That would be cool. I'd totally be on board with that, because in the revenge system, both parties are okay with it. Both people have agreed to fight each other at that point, so you should be able to put up whatever stakes you want. Does that make sense? But of course, this video, as I said, very short video, this one, but I hope it kind of alleviates some of the fears that people had who don't really like the idea of it being online. Now we know that players really can't spoil your game in any real way, but there are things that we still don't know about the PvP. Primarily, the main thing I want to know is what's your actual reward. That's what I really want to know next, and I hope we get some more information soon. But anyways, thank you very much for watching this video. As I said, very short video this one, but again, I wanted to kind of alleviate some people's fears and also kind of give my idea to the people of the internet to hopefully give it the chance that Bethesda hears it. But anyway, so thank you very much for watching, guys. Remember to check out all the cool Patreon people in the description below who help support the channel with their financial donations. You yourself, of course, can also do the same. And I'll see you around. This has been the final render, and you've been the audience. And let me know, what do you think would be a fair reward system for PvP in the comments section? Let me know that, and maybe we'll discuss in the next video. Bye-bye for now.